Okay, so in this video, we're gonna learn how to create and select objects in our game. So to select, you just need to left click on the object and you will notice that a yellow outline is gonna surround that object, right? You see how the floor, I selected it and now it's completely surrounded with this like outline. If I select the player start, then you see it also has the outline and the floor deselected the outline. So you see the outline is only gonna be on the object that is currently selected. We could also select multiple objects at the same time. For example, the player star is selected, but if I do control and left click the floor, I am now also selecting the floor. So both have the outline at this moment. Also use the outliner to kind of keep track of that. You see, I selected both of them here. I can also do it from here, and you see both are selected, right? So that's how we select our objects. Now, how do we, well, actually for some reason I have two player stars. Let me just delete this one. So to delete an object, just right click, edit, delete. Okay, so I don't know why I had two player starts. In case you also had two, just delete the second one. You should only have one. Okay, and just remember that as we follow these steps through the videos, follow all my steps, okay? Because at the end of the unit, I will be requesting a practice submission. These practice submissions, they are basically all the steps that we follow through the video, and then you just submit that progress so that I can see and I can basically confirm that you were following me along. Okay, so for as I go through the steps, follow me. Okay, so now we know how to select objects now. Okay, so next thing we're gonna learn is how to create a new object. So to create a new object, we're gonna go to the upper toolbar here. We're gonna go on this plus symbol. And now here we can create all different kind of objects. Okay, so for now, we're just gonna start simple. We're gonna go on shapes, and now I'm gonna create a cube. Okay, so as you can see now I've created the cube, and it should also show up in the outliner, right, with the cube name. And then it should be there in the air. And then a very important thing, whenever we have multiple objects in our game, let's say I have a cube, I have a floor, and I have the player start, right? I have the three of them at this moment. When you have selected an object, you can actually press F, and that's gonna make the viewport focus on that object. So as you can see, I have the cube selected, I press F, it zooms in on that. If I, let's say, click the floor and press F, you see, it gives me the perspective of just the floor. If I click on the player start and press F, you see only the focus on player start. So remember, when you have selected the object, press F, and then you will only focus on that object. Okay, so with this video, in this way, you should now know how to, let me actually create another object just to give you the example, a cone, let's say. And as you can see, now the cone is there. Okay, so, but I'm gonna actually take it out for now. So by the end of this video, you should have the floor, the player start, and the cube. And you should know how to select them and how to zoom in and out of them by pressing the F key.